Atlantic HD.
No warning. Here we come.
Coming soon.
Let's start again, shall we? Hi, I'm Stella.
Have you met my mum?
When did you last buy new pants, Al?
She's had her tough times.
Really drew the short straw getting you as a neighbour, didn't I?
Not as short as my straw.
But now she's back on form.
Fantastic!
And ready for anything.
I keep having all these horny dreams.
I got it all going on, Prash.
The brand new series of Stella starts Friday at 9 on Sky One HD, or watch it now on demand.
This is a passage of time. It's where trivia surrounds you, and it makes you think again. You're up against it, and the pressure is on. Could you place these toys on the year they first went on sale? This is Timeline. Join me, Brian Conley, for a brand new game show exclusively on Challenge. Coming soon.
£250,000. 22 identical sealed boxes and no questions. Except one. Deal or no deal? Welcome, particularly welcome to you to Deal or No Deal, the entertainment drama which has been described as television's most exciting treasure hunt. But in many respects, this is the antithesis of a treasure hunt. This, for the person who will be sitting in this chair in a moment, is actually a treasure dodge. The longer they can keep £250,000 concealed, the better. And hopefully the £250,000 will be sitting in their own box. Yes, we have 22 identical sealed boxes. You know that, and you know the money is out there somewhere. But, of course, we don't know where the 1p is, the £1,000, the 50,000, the 100,000. And we particularly don't know where the £250,000 is. But now we're going to find out which of these 22 players is about to take the walk of wealth. Who's it going to be? Our Wednesday player is Terry. Come on, Terry, your number's up. Thank you. How many weeks have you been here? How many shows?
Oh, I think this is about 27, 28, something like that. I've lost count. I was a young man when I arrived.
I just noticed you nearly fell off the side of the stage there.
I've never done it before.
Well, this is the big moment. Terry Rayner from Brighton, married to Jenny, who's with you.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny. You're lucky. You're a maths person.
Yeah.
I mean, we followed this all along. I wasn't quite sure what your background was. I thought you were either a turf accountant or a mathematician. You have been brilliant at working out the odds. Do numbers fascinate you?
Oh, yeah, always have done. Love numbers. Love numbers. There's no such thing to me as a lucky number, because if there was, then we'd all go to casinos and win a fortune every week. So they're just numbers that we are attracted to, that happen to come up more in our life than other numbers, that's all. But I love sequences, and I think they're fascinating because throughout your life, these sequences will arrive time after time, and they certainly stay with certain people, but there's no explained reason why.
OK. I need you to confirm, please, Terry, you chose this box at random before the show.
Certainly did.
The independent adjudicator is the only person who knows where the money is, the only person who knows how much money there is in this box. It applies to all of the people here. None of us, including the banker, knows where the money is. The longer you keep the power 5 in play, the big numbers in play, you know the longer you will influence the banker. This is your show, your game. You start it when you wish.
OK, let's go with Helen, our new player, number 2.
Helen, welcome to the game. You're first in to bat. And you know, first 5, we love it if they're on the left-hand side or they're one of the lower red numbers. Would you please open box number 2, Helen? £50,000. Number 4 in the power 5, gone at the very first ball.
Puts a marker down for me.
It does put a marker down.
Who's got 22? Oh, sorry, Anne.
Moment of confusion. Are you happy with it?
No, I was going for the number, not the person, so yes, Anne. Thank you.
OK. I mean, you haven't done as badly as a couple of people recently, in the last few weeks, who took the $250,000 in the very first box.
Yep.
Anne, would you please open 22?
Good luck.
22, please. 15,000.
OK. That's OK.
Grown from the people behind
No,
you.
that's...
You're all right?
Yeah.
You're comfortable with that?
Comfortable with that.
OK, your third selection, please.
16, please.
Brenda?
Brenda.
Would you please open box 16?
Good luck, Terry.
10,000.
No, that's still OK.
You are living dangerously.
No, I have a game plan, so this isn't... Though it looks bad, it isn't bad. Let's go for number 17, please.
Fourth one, you're going with 17.
Yeah.
And you
Vanessa.
still have yet to touch any of the lower numbers.
Yeah.
Please,
Says
Vanessa, open box 17. 500 at last. At last, we've got onto the left-hand side. One more, and we have our first interchange with the banker.
OK, let's go for Glen 21.
Glenn, fifth box, plenty of room on the left-hand side. We'd really like a low number, please, from box 21, Glenn.
All the best, Terry.
Yeah.
£100. Right, really pleased for you. How's he going to play you, do you think?
You can't play me, you can only play the numbers that are there.
Yeah, he can play you. He doesn't like the numerologist. He doesn't like the person who follows the odds. We've seen that. He likes to say the engagement with the poker player is fun, but the reality is he doesn't like people thinking too much about the odds and probability.
Oh, I can understand that. Makes his life difficult. Unpredictability, you said.
But do you think you possibly got a black mark because you spent so much time, at my request, helping and analysing the other games?
No, not at all.
No?
No. No. If anything, it must have given him more of an insight to myself than if I'd have stood there saying nothing.
So you're worthy opponent rather than thorn inside?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Hello, banker. Hello. Worthy opponent and thorn inside. He has some advice. He says challenges can be stepping stones or stumbling blocks. It's how you view them.
I agreed, yes. Quite right.
He is offering you to go, so he can own that box, £3,000.
It's a reasonable first offer.
There was a murmur of,
But as you know, I want to go on a bit further.
I think
So-
you've laid that down very clearly.
You may ask me the question if you would.
Yes, I certainly will ask you the question. Terry, £3,000, deal or no deal?
No deal.
Thank you. Next three, fascinating. John, just come here. There's something written on here. Is that the game plan?
It's different game plans. It's different game plans. As I said, I had to alter them depending on the sequence of numbers that came up.
So that's one game plan written on the left hand?
No. That's all the game plans there, altering as they go.
Thank goodness. I thought we were going to get your socks off eventually.
Oh, no.
Fourth game plan. Right, three to go.
Aileen, 19.
Aileen,
Yep.
we really want this to be another one of the low numbers. Would you now please open box 19? £20,000. Groans. Two to the next offer.
OK. Liz, number 13, please.
Liz, I'm really, really hoping we leave the power 3 in place. Open box 13, please. Oh, no! No, 100,000's gone.
That wasn't good.
No?
That wasn't good. Julie, number 15, please.
As I said at the beginning, this is a treasure dodge. We're going to take a break now. This is a very, very different game. I think you'll be back.
Fish can be a real fiddle to prepare. Beautiful, but what to do with it? And a little bit freaky looking. Are those three looking at me? Ooh. But with Asda Fish Made Simple, you can enjoy the deliciousness without the faff. No hassle, no fuss. Just choose your fish from the fish counter, choose a topping, and pop it in the oven. I don't know about you, but my mouth wants to get down to Asda right now. And these are 2 for only £4. So for our award-winning Fish Made Simple, you're better off at Asda.
No warning. Here we come.
Drop it! Put your hands out the window! I'm coming in! Hands behind your back now! I have rights! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, Canada will be...
Extreme Situations deliver extreme footage. 2 shows brand new to pick. Police POV and Surveillance Oz. Tonight from 9.
What was the last movie you saw that made you want to go on an adventure? What is the movie you and your kids love watching again and again? What was the last movie that fired their imaginations? What was the last movie that made you and the kids really laugh? Out loud. When was the last time you found the perfect moment to start the perfect movie?
What was the last movie that made you feel like a kid again?
Awkward? And what will be the next? Sky, believe in better.
Welcome back. The great numerologist has produced a very different atmosphere here, and we want him to stay in the game as long as possible. And the duration of Terry's game will be in direct proportion to the large numbers that are revealed now. It is vital, absolutely vital, Julie, that this is not the £250,000. And it would be fantastic if it's not 35 or 75,000. Please open box 15.
Good luck. Hope it's blue.
£50. Exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. Spot on. Whew.
That was a lot better, wasn't it?
Yeah. You gamble?
Occasionally, yeah.
Horses?
Yeah.
Working out the odds? Do you follow the form accurately, religiously?
No. I sort of, I'd sooner have one large bet on something than sort of lots of little ones.
So, you're prepared to gamble on the big occasion?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get much bigger than this, does it?
Oh, no. Oh, no. But that's what we're here for.
Are you going to be sad to go?
In a way, I am, because met so many wonderful people here, you know, made friends and so forth, and that part is going to be sad, but I've been here a long time now, and I know my business is obviously going to be suffering for it. I know how much work I'm going to have to do when I get back, you know.
Well, the phone's going to ring in a moment, and he's going to try and ensure that you go. It's all he wants. All he wants from this call. All he desires is the sound of your car keys rattling in the pocket, the ignition, and away. Hello. All he wants to see was a dot on the horizon. Yes, that was a blow. The 100,000 going was a blow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nothing makes him happier than a strong player having a weak game. Sure, he's right about the weak game.
No.
The loss, the 50,000, 100,000, and that tranche of other big numbers means stalemate.
Fair enough.
No movement.
Fair enough.
He repeats £3,000.
Mm-hmm. That's fair enough offer.
You think that's fair?
Yes, of course it is. He's in the same position as myself in a certain respect, as he can't yet see which way the game is going. You know, I mean, I hope I can now, but it's taken me more than I wanted to get there.
There's always one round, isn't there? One key round, the pivotal round.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have we had it?
Well, I don't know, because as boxes get fewer, obviously the dangers grow more.
Next round, if you decide to go on, could be the key round. If you take out the 250, 75 and 35,000, you lose all the potency that you now have in the game.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Terry?
I agree.
£3,000 for the second time. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Thank you. Right, quick look at the hand, see the game plan.
No. It was I know which way it's going now, so... Right. Montaz, number 12, please.
Montaz. Open box number 12. We do not want to see the two biggest numbers remaining. And we would love it to be one of the tiny, tiny numbers on the left-hand side.
Okay, best luck, Terry.
12. Now, please. £1. Thank you. Excellent. Geordie's delighted for you. Is this going to be the pivotal round? Is this going to be the one where you can stay away from big numbers?
We'll settle on Andrew, I think, number 20.
Andrew, would you open box number 20, and we know what we do not want to see. Let's have another low number. 35,000. Two-number game.
Let's go for Jerry and number 18, please.
Number 18.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, not the $250,000, not the 75. Jerry, now. Good luck, Jerry. £5. That's what we want, Jim. Now, despite the early bravado from the banker, this is actually, the further we get into this game, very interesting. The $250,000 is still there. The treasure dodge is working for you at the moment. It could be there. I think this is going to be interesting. For the first time ever, could the banker just stick for a third time? Hello. Hello. Yeah, exactly. Huh? Okay, thank you. The reason that took so long is that he's unsettled by your mental deliberations. The mental arithmetic, the contortions, seeing the lips moving and whatever, unsettling him. He's not sticking. I thought for some strange reason he was going to play a totally different game with you and stick again at 3,000. He's doubled it, 6,000. Said he wanted to hear the car keys jangling, he wanted to hear the ignition, he wanted to hear you revving up and going. It's a dangerous area, that 6,000, at this stage of the game. We have seen people turn down similar sums and go away with tiny, tiny amounts of money.
Yeah, I mean, 6,000 is a nice sum. The thing is that playing the way that I have played, I've come to the point in the game that I wanted to come to. Unfortunately, not the amounts on the board I wanted to be there, but it has come down exactly as I wanted it to be, with 5 of one and 6 of the other, and I've achieved that.
It's your game.
Jenny.
It's your game.
Do you know this game plan?
Oh, a little.
He shared it with you?
And I think it's looking quite good.
Yeah? Okay. Is he like this at home?
Yes.
Yes? What we see here this afternoon is what you've lived with for how long?
30-odd years. I'm used to it.
How much are you prepared to support him? £6,000 is a very nice sum of money.
It's a very nice sum of money.
Do you 100% support him?
Either way.
Going on regardless?
Absolutely.
Terry. Jenny. £6,000, deal or no deal?
No deal.
I think that's a close call. I think that is a very close call. We've seen this game flip over so quickly, so many times. That could turn out to be a really close call. It could be bravery. It could be the sharp end of your game plan. It could actually be folly in bucket loads. And I've got a feeling this is the pivotal round. Keep both the big numbers out of sight in this round, and he has to really start dealing.
Let's go for Peter in number 4. There's... You're feeling lucky, Peter?
Quite lucky. Only quite.
That's okay. Quite's good enough for me.
You're still deliberating?
No, I'm looking for the next one. It's okay.
OK, that's the selection. Peter, will you please open box number 4. We know what we do not want to see. And there it is. There it is. 75,000. We now have a one-box game.
OK. Let's have John the Syrup, number 10, please.
John. Please, box 10, please let it not be £250,000. Thank you.
We're due for some good ones. Terry, let's hope this is one.
10, please.
Jim, 11, please.
Sure? Oh, big responsibility, Jim. We have to leave $250,000 for as long as possible to give him the power with the banker. You have to leave us for just a moment, but I'm absolutely certain you will be back.
Joe Carroll. Where is he? Joe Carroll, he's dead. I say he's out there. I'm gonna find him. And I want revenge.
The brand new series of The Following, Tuesday at 10 on Sky Atlantic HD, or catch up on demand.
Daytimes on Challenge are epic. The contestants.
TV detectives is the category.
Oh, I can't do that.
Epic. The answers.
Titmouses.
Said very carefully.
Epic. The prizes.
You get £19.23 each.
Epic. Give your daytime the epic it deserves with Wipeout, Strike It Lucky, and Whittle. Only on Challenge. Epic.
Yeah. £4,500. £4,500 for box 14. Bearing in mind, you could quite happily throw away 7 boxes as long as you stay away from the $250,000. He is taking a huge risk. Don't you think so?
Massively, yes. Yes. I just have a word with Geordie.
Have a word with Geordie, by all means.
What do you work the numbers out on that for, Geordie?
Taking out the top 3 is 1 in 56. Taking out the top 3 is 1 in 9.33. Taking out the top 1 is 1 in 2.66.
I was just working that out in my head. It's about 38%, isn't it? Just sort of nearly 40% chance. Ready?
Yeah.
Sure?
Positive.
Only one chance.
Yep.
3 boxes.
Yep.
See the $250,000?
Yep.
And £4,500, which you have now been offered and could be there, will be thrown away. £4,500, Terry. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Do you know something? This is a very unusual game for one very, very important reason. We all want to beat the banker all the time, but the banker has actually put himself in quite an exposed position here. You have the ability, like no player we have had for weeks, to really beat him up. You can make him regret the low figure he offered you.
Certainly can. OK, let's have Geordie number 3.
All right, the first of the all-important 3 boxes. We do not want to see the $250,000 in your box, Geordie. Please open box number 3. No, 1 Right, you can't do a nick. You cannot go away with a knick-knack.
Number 8.
Number 8. Number 8. Number 8, Linda. Feeling any tension?
Yeah, I just want to be left.
Oh. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it is not £250,000. Would you please open the box now? And please don't spoil our afternoon. Please open it and reveal anything but... Yeah, 250! But it doesn't have the no. Phew. Right. You are worthy of Steve McQueen and The Great Escape if you can pull this off. If the next box isn't the $250,000, this is a very interesting scenario. And you are still on course to possibly be our first ever £250,000.
Number 9.
Number 9. If we can avoid the £250,000, the next conversation with the banker is going to be fascinating. Open the box.
Good luck, Terry.
£3,000.
Bring it on.
Hello. Keep it brief. The £250,000 is still in play, and he can take it out of your hand in the next 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Oi, there's a confession we don't often get, an admission of weakness or error from the banker. He has just said to me, it was a mistake to offer you £4,500 because it's now cost him a lot of money to try and shift you at this stage. In fact, it's costing him from his last offer £20,000. The offer to you, Terry, now is £24,500. While you think about it, Jenny, he was so quick to say he can do whatever he wants. £24,500 in your handbag in the next 5 minutes.
Oh no, I'd be able to keep the 500.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think he should go on in the hope that the £250,000 will not be found in the next 3 boxes, would you please put your hands up now? You are the no dealers. No dealers. Thank you. Out here somewhere is a £250,000. It could be sitting in front of you. There are 4 boxes that do not contain it. When ever in your life are you going to be within minutes and feet of a £250,000 tax-free? I mean, every player comes at this a different way, and it's funny how the games unfold and in some respects mirror the personality and character of the player. And you have got a Terry game.
Yeah.
Of all the people we've had recently, this is a fabulous point to be at for the mathematician.
Maths aren't going to do me any good, and it's a
No, but you're here to
job.
play the game, you see.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Which puts you in a very difficult position, because why stop the game now?
That's right.
You could be our first £250,000.
Yeah.
£250,000 could be the amount of money that I hand over to you within the next 5 minutes. And I really want to.
Very true.
But I do not want you to go away with, as you said, a tenth of. £24,500, Terry. Ready?
Yeah.
Deal or no deal?
Deal. I know where the numbers can go against me, and this is...
Good call for you. Disappointing for me.
Yeah.
Because I've got a funny feeling. I've got a really, really funny feeling that you would have been our first £250,000. So, £24,500 is safe. Have you now just thrown away over £200,000?
Sincerely hope not.
So, away we go. And now we want to find it. And we want to prove it hasn't been sitting there all along. Right. Where would we go under your system?
I'd take out number 1.
Number 1? We now want to see the £250,000. Will you please open box number 1, Jessica, now? 750. This would have been a lovely, cuddly start. Oh, have we just been denied our first £250,000 winner?
Can you see what I've written down on my hand there?
Yeah.
Those first three figures.
5, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, we've taken out the 8, we've taken out the 9.
Yep.
So we're just left with these two figures here.
Yep.
So we'll take out the 6.
6. Okay, to validate his decision, we want this to be the £250,000.
Buying it exactly the same, I promise you.
Okay. Marie, we want to see it right now. Open the box. £5,000. An extraordinary game has just taken on another dimension. We are seconds away from learning whether or not you would have been our first winner of £250,000. The third one has to be the £250,000 for you to have done the right deal at the right time.
Agreed, okay. 7 has been such a barren box.
Right, so you're going to 7?
20 shows. No, I'm going to keep 7 and open 5.
Right. So we're playing this game the way it would have been played.
Exactly, yes.
If this is not the £250,000,
yeah,
you have missed out on a massive deal.
Yeah.
Miguel, open box 5, please. It is! What a feeling of absolute relief. And just imagine if we had played on, if he hadn't said no deal, we would have been devastated at this point.
It's still
because
£4 to
you
win.
didn't have the £250,000 all along.
It's still
and this would have been the offer. £5.
Better than what I thought.
We would have been arguing, Jenny, about £5. Garvin, open box number 7, please. £10 was there, and all you had in this box all along was 50p. 50p. All you had was 50p. You sold a box that had 50p for £24,500.
Brilliant.
The right deal at the right time. Very brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You happy?
Right, yeah, certainly am.
Do you know, I'm going to miss you. Terry, £24,500. And I mean it, I really am going to miss him. He's a fantastic character. And he's brought something very special to all the other players. One of these guys will be in that seat tomorrow at this time. And do you know what? I'm absolutely certain you're going to be there. What a great show. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Listen up, hedgehogs. You may think you're intolerant to milk as a species, but there's no need to mope about. Hey, lady in the bow, you're not intolerant to dairy, you're intolerant to lactose. There's sugars in dairy. Remove the lactose, and by jingo, it's dairy all round. Say yes to a milky latte. Say yes to hot buttery crumpets. Say yes to a really cheesy cheese pizza. Go on, say yes to dairy.
You need a website. Why not do it yourself? Like this. Create your stunning website today. Go to wix.com. It's easy and free.
What was the last movie you saw that made you want to go on an adventure? What is the movie you and your kids love watching again and again? What was the last movie that fired their imaginations? What was the last movie that made you and the kids really laugh? Out loud. When was the last time you found the perfect moment to start the perfect movie?
What was the last movie that made you feel like a kid again?
Popcorn? And what will be the next? Sky. Believe in better.
No warning. Here we come.
Drop it! Put your hands out the window! I'm coming in!
Hands behind your back now!
I have rights! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, Canada will be held.
Extreme Situations deliver extreme footage. 2 shows brand new to pick. Police POV and Surveillance Oz. Tonight from 9.
We were never allowed to actually go in the funhouse and jump in the ball pond and slide down the slides while any kids were in the studio watching us, because it had to be left as sort of the imagination that it was for children, and it was, wow, look at that. But if they saw adults in it, it would look odd.
Every kid who applied to be on the show, when we'd say to them, why do you want to be on the show, they wanted to drive the go-karts. That, you know, that was the thing that seemed to stick in their minds and get them much more excited than anything else.
This will take you into the funhouse! Go!
I think one of my funniest memories is being run over by one of the go-karts. This kid was really enthusiastic getting for the finish line, and I was standing there with the flag waiting to go like this with the checkered flag, and he just kept on going, and I went, and he hit me and smashed my legs into the side, and really quite hurt. And all he was interested in was the fact that he'd got over the line first and got the most points. So I was in agony trying to give out the scores, going, well done to the Reds. So that was fun, but you know, those were the days where you just got on with it, even if you'd been run over on your own show.
I remember once being in the building on a Saturday, and I went into the studio, I can't remember why, for some reason, and parents, staff who worked at STV, there was about 10 members of staff in the studio, and they'd brought their kids into the studio on a Saturday afternoon so they could have a run through the funhouse. Eventually we had to put security on the studio, because what we would find is that in the downtime, or days when we weren't in there, members of the studio crew or other people who worked in the studios in Glasgow would sneak into the studio and go on a fun run.
I can distinctly remember one kid who the twins had wound up to say, have a go at his hair, have a go at Pat's hair. When he talks to you, like, mention his hair. And this kid would not leave it alone. So every time I asked him a question, I can't remember his name, but I kept saying, like, OK, so here's your question. He would go, what are you doing with that hair? What's your hair like that for? And as you can see, he was right.
The child I remember, again, I don't remember his name. I feel really bad. But he didn't want to get gunged.
Yeah.
He just did not want to get gunged.
Oh, and what did you do?
I gunged him when we were counting. Because he was like, I don't want to get gunged. I went, but you're on Funhouse. You know, you're here to have fun and get messy and stuff, win prizes. I don't want to get gunged. So as we were counting to 3,
it's like,
I got the gunge and just threw it in his face because he did annoy me a little bit. Should I say that?
Oops.
Hi.
We had to stop after every single game to clear up the mess.
They had 2 cleaners in the whole building who would come in with a couple of mops, and they would go, oh, it's you again making all that mess. And they'd have to clean up with their 2 mops. It was very old-fashioned. There was no industrial cleaner, and it would take them about an hour and a half between each game to clear up. And they thought that we were just like a TV show that was just really inconsiderate and just making a mess with our drinks. And they couldn't understand why there was such a mess after every game. They didn't realise that that was what the show was all about.
You're meant to be like the cheerleader, the
cool
one.
Did somebody hit me once?
Up. Yeah, you slip up on the gunge. That's quite, and I have done that before. Really proper. And you have to get up and go. Ow.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you would give some kind of score that was completely irrelevant, and somebody would say to you, like, no, we just got to do it again. Because remember, there was no auto cue for the whole show, for any series. Everything was done off cuff. Everything I said, all the explanations of the games. There were no earpieces. There was nothing. You just were out there. They said, this is the game. Do you understand it? And I went, yeah. They go ahead, present it. So that was the way we did it, and that was the way it was always done.
But if you hear the old... Oh, I shouldn't have had that breakfast this morning. Too many bran flakes.
So there were lots of fun things where things were said wrong, because obviously there was no auto cue. But still, it was much more natural than things are today, where everything's auto cue pretty much, isn't it? Yes, it is. See over.
Ooh.